I have something I need to discuss. Thanks for taking the time to talk. I wanted to ask, when you pulled it from the rock, held it in your hand... No, I don't think you understand. How did you feel inside? Oh my goodness. That must have been... When it comes to the artifacts, it never ceases to amaze me. True. The artifacts are so different, so alien. And I'm certain one of them reached out. Agreed. Unfortunately, there's no way that I know of to reply, and... Frustrating? No. It would be... oh, well... an explorer. I knew I picked the right person for the job. Look, I wanted to thank you, and I also wanted to say, well, I'm pleased. I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm not happy visiting anything related to the Freestar Collective, but you lead, and I'll follow.
I just wish I had received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
This building.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
So in here, we're the law.
Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right. I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go? You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance, one, to convince me. Understood. I'm listening. Are you suggesting we can't defend ourselves? The results of the colony war prove that's not... I suppose you're right. Our job and our responsibility. I suppose you might be right. Easy to lose sight of the big picture sometimes. Oh, please. Buttering me up. Captain, I'm sorry, but my answer is not changing. The UC is just gonna...
That woman isn't... Oh, sorry. Oh, what? You know, I was about to board the Nat to the spaceport when the alarm triggered. Sounds like I got real lucky. And like I've got you to thank for Well, then you have my earnest. But look, they said you were coming here on official. The ambassador likes to handle all that personally, even if she does have trained diplomats here to help her. And I don't want to get shipped back to Aquila City, so... What? So you want me to work with you? But why now? Why me? No, I think that's a pretty safe assumption. And no other city. So then, her quarters. And you... and... Oh, wait. I thought you were looking to hire... Really? Okay, so... there's a utility corridor that leads to the ambassador's quarters, which you can Here, the key. Whatever you do, don't let the guards see you. I'll keep an ear out for more instructions.
Patching in playback.
Son of a bitch! Cameron!
Are you alright, Ambassador?
It seems the Council of Governors has rejected my appeal to join. Again. Which means you and I are stuck in this colonial rat cage until we die. But I think we might need to. We should expedite the process.
What are you getting at, ma'am?
I mean, my requests keep being rejected because they don't want to add a seat, right? But what if one opened up? Twice as hard in what it used to be. It's not like anyone would miss him.
Eva, I think it's time to get some sleep.
Just think about it. Maybe we can reach out to some experts at that sort of thing, huh?
Good night, Eva.
area's off limits!
You're allowed 3 places: conference room, lobby, or the ambassador's office. You set foot anywhere else, there's gonna be problems.
Did I not make myself abundantly clear? Excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about. No, no. If the council found out, I'd lose my position. I'd be exiled. I'd be... Look, I believe we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. The issue at hand is one of trust, no? So perhaps if I can trust you to keep this little secret between us, then maybe we can find a way to trust the UC with access to the archives. Good, good. I appreciate you working with me. In fact, I think there's an opportunity here. Keep both our factions happy. I can only let you get the information on the Terramorphs. Anything else and people will get suspicious. And all research will need to be monitored. Freestar scientific observers making sure everything's being used for the right purposes. But those 2 items should be enough to allay any suspicions. What on earth are you... Ah, yes. How could I forget? Here, the fee. Now let's go get your code piece so you can be... They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. It is reassuring to know there are still some people in this universe you can trust.
Hard to believe it's been 2 decades since we were at war with the Collective, when it seems like only yesterday.
It's like when someone insults you.
This isn't what I expected at all. It appears the flora they were using as decor has overgrown the entire embassy. All right, but be careful.
The rough fight.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss. Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Has the rest of the city suffered quite... Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive. So the UC requires information, then. On terror. The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using it. But, if I am to grant you access... For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We found it with little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh. Well, then, please, follow me. Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good.
It's loose. The Terramorph.
This is Vanguard Moira. Sorry if I had to reclaim some UC property, but this whole star yard is overrun. I've patched up my ship, and I'm heading to Neptune. Going to put in another request to get the fleet out here to deal with these spacers. But until then, if any of you thugs are listening, I'm the damn ghost stealing your stuff in the night. Clear out while you have the chance.
Yes? Sure, I'm... Make sure you flush your jetpack vents when we hit dry land.
What response?
I'm told by top officials.
Yes? What?
Captain, I just received a couple messages from an operative in the embassy office. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? Was he alive? Did they both actually agree? That's incredible. I wasn't sure Radcliffe would ever get on board. I'm very much looking forward to getting the debrief on how precisely you managed to pull all this off, but that'll have to wait for another time. Regardless, superlative work, Captain. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
What? Oh. Sorry, just...
Captain, Admiral Logan informed me of your part in halting the attacks.
Will?
proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin. You may proceed, Captain.
Hey, no funny stuff with that boost pack.
There you are.
Captain. Surprised to find out we're having visitors as we work.
Major Sinan and I were just discussing the merits of your planned interfactional cooperation. I think it's a great idea. Get them invested in the solution. Make it clear we've got nothing to hide.
I'm sure they'll be lovely house guests.
Now, Captain, if you wouldn't mind transferring the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing next steps.
Time for us to start getting some real answers, and figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready. Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Should even be able to house its own cadre of independent observers. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me. All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies? Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen? Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms? Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.